Hello, I'm here. I'm making my video late this week. Gonna get this released on Sunday. The normal schedule I want to release my videos on is every Wednesday. So I will have a video posted up this Wednesday because I'm starting to feel my energy rising again. This has been a tougher week, just with everything going on and pushing myself very hard, making a very intense founder routine, and just basically burning myself like totally out in every aspect. Kind of pushed a little bit too hard, but that's okay because I recognize that I'm able to look and see, alright, pushing a little bit hard here, which is difficult when you are trying to do something that is very unachievable or impossible. What else you're gonna do other than going at it as hard as you can? And going at it as hard as you can is the right approach, but you have to be smart about it. And what I've done was kind of find the boundary, find the limit of, all right, so especially as a lot of things are going to be changing for me, what is in one given day, any given day, right now, what is a good output to be at? The 6 days a week, 12 hour, 10 hour, whatever it ends up being, often working, more than that, not staying super strict to the schedule, working more than I should, and then, building the hard routine on top of that. I completely hit a wall, and I didn't want to do video, I didn't want to work on the company at all. I didn't want to even take care of the plants, but luckily the plants, I have to at least do a little bit to them every day, or else they're not going to make it. And I definitely don't want to lose the progress I've made of growing them, the plants, just by not watering them and letting them die, or leaving them outside and letting them freeze, when it's still too cold. And it's making me think that, even just the company, the videos, everything, like even if it's not necessarily like the plants, where it's very easy to tell, like that progress is gone because your plant's dead. I don't really have any viewers, so I'm not really gonna lose any viewers or anything like that, but I don't want to lose my momentum. I don't want to lose my momentum, but I've hit this kind of plateau or this wall, whichever way you want to look at it, where it was a lot easier the initial first few weeks to make leaps and bounds in progress, even going backwards, that going immediately forwards again. It's basically at the point where I need to just push through, just water the plants, basically. This reminds me of whenever somebody goes to get into a workout routine for the first time, or maybe they haven't been in the gym for a long time, and they're like, all right, I want to get fit. Like, they see the gym commercial, they see some buff folks, they get hyped. All right, I'll get my gym membership, whatever. People will go for 2 weeks, pushing way too hard, 6 days a week, 7 days a week, 2 sessions a day, what have you, and they'll just, completely be burnt out and just be turned off to the idea of working out, and won't want to return that, next day, next week even. Maybe it'll take next year for the resolution. for me with running, I run into that, no pun intended, all the time. That's I'll start running and I'll like feel great and I'll love it and I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna run crazy every day, and then it's like, oh, my fucking legs are been trying not to swear, but I guess we'll let that one slip. I've been my legs will be hurting so bad where I like will not want to go running the next day or the next few days, and it will be so long between not running where I don't even think about running anymore, or the stamina I have built up, the mindset, the ability to get into that like runner's high, that runner's flow is just kind of depleting. So even though the unlike the plants, like the running, the business, the YouTube, it's not necessarily gonna die, and I'm not gonna lose my stamina by not making a video or not sticking to my consistency, but I'm just gonna fight through it. I want to lose any momentum that might be there just because I don't see it, just because I'm not able to like have the visual of like the plant dying or whatever. There is good that goes into the consistency, even if you don't feel like it, even if it's this video is not going to be talking about anything crazy about the business, but this is where the business is at. I do have a lot of work that I've put in. I don't know if any of it is valuable or not. The boss system has been quite developed. I kind of developed it too far, had to bring it back a little bit. I'm trying to make sure it's just a useful tool for me as I continue to collect information and prepare to move down to Texas. So that's something that's going to take a lot of energy. It's going to take a lot of focus. I can't be burnt out when I start that adventure. So I need to keep working as I'm recovering, so I'm prepared. My timeline's not changing, it's just going down. It's getting smaller and smaller, so we're gonna be down to 3 weeks before I leave at the end of this weekend. So by the time this video comes out, be about 3 weeks left. My next video will come out halfway through Wednesday on my 3rd week. So actually, thinking about it, I'm gonna have to miss a Wednesday because I think I'm gonna leave on Monday. Let me check this calendar. I'm planning on leaving on Monday, June 1st, and I don't even think I'm gonna be to my destination in Texas by the 3rd, which is Wednesday. So maybe that video will come out on a Thursday or Friday in a few weeks, but that'll be the first video from Texas. So that will be a pretty fun video. We'll definitely have some advancements with the company then. We'll be working on getting our funding secured. I'll start to go into where that comes from for me, what that's looking like, and kind of where we're gonna go from there. But we got a couple more weeks to get ready to prepare for Texas. I'm gonna keep going. We'll come back with a finished, optimized beginner founder routine that I can continue to do and not get burnt out. And we'll kind of go over the boss a little bit and whatever else I've come up with. I'm already feeling good just getting this video out and thinking, shoot, I'm gonna get into maybe already start with the next video. So this has been good, and we're gonna get working on the next one. Stop the video with my fist bump here.